Hi, my name's Brooke, and today I'm going to be discussing two resources I've chosen to cover the concepts of sexual and gender diversity. Ffollier, Hobby and Allman discussed in 2021 that the inclusion of diverse sexual orientation and gender identity within Australian primary schools continues to provoke a divided response from parents and carers. However, SAGE research in 2017 showed that children benefit long-term from early sexual and gender diverse education. In 2022, the state government of Victoria published content explaining educators have a duty of care to ensure the cultivation of safe and positive social environments with respect to diversity. The Human Rights Campaign Foundation has built a lesson plan to prevent bias-based bullying, a resource created by teachers for teachers to use between years 3 and 6 as a whole class approach to learning about discrimination and allyship. I plan to use this resource to mobilise discussion in group settings, including topics such as mental health and the right to education, responding to discrimination, diversity, allyship, emotional regulation and seeking support, history of homophobia and gender and sexuality-based discrimination, including women's rights, behaviours, emotional responsibility, and law in relation to emotional harassment. Brainstorming, role play, creative assignments, games that model concepts such as society, inclusivity, exclusivity, diversity, and homogenous. These learning approaches differentiate learning content, which in 2018 UNESCO explains as highly important to creating inclusive learning models. Brow discusses how cognitive theory connects learning with hands-on experience and states that knowledge is affected by individuals' perspectives. So by placing students central to the learning process through self-expression and practice, students are directly and socially involved in their own learning and that of others. By covering material over several weeks and revisiting strategies throughout the year, students have opportunities to adjust their thinking and track changes in the social climate of the classroom. Reflective tasks to extend on learning are tracking of individuals' sense of belonging and safety, including answers and questions like, what have I done to create safety? How have I responded to discrimination? Or what could I do differently? These might be in the form of group discussions followed by worksheets or an ongoing journal. Answers in the Pages, written by David Leviathan in 2022, is a complementary resource. This novel is appropriate for years 3 to 7 and explores a young boy's experience of conflict between his mother and the school in relation to gay characters within a school book. Reading aloud is to be done by educators and students when and of their choosing. The story covers insightful and relative perspectives on discrimination and allyship, assisting students in navigating the complexity of conflicting opinions that surround sexual and gender diversity. Students will share discussion at the end of each reading to deconstruct homonegativity and build on the concept of advocacy. All children have the right to education, as stated in the United Nations Convention for the Rights of the Child, and as reflected in the 2018 revised Australian curriculum. It's outlined that students between years 3 and 10 be provided sexual health education, including diversity, identity, and respect, as this promotes well-being. The resources discussed present students with knowledge of diverse ways of being, support the use of critical thinking skills and systems thinking in response to discrimination. Thanks for listening. Bye.